So it gives me immense pleasure to join for the session. So Naukri Chaiye. Yes, you are really true. Sabko Naukri Chaiye. But today the
Aditya,
unemployment
we
has
cannot see you.
risen a
I'm very
lot.
sorry to interrupt. We cannot see you.
Am I visible
Yeah,
now?
yeah, you are visible.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
So so yes. So Pravasi Rojgar, this is an initiative taken by our company Learnet Skills, which is associated with Sonu Sood. Now, this initiative was launched during this COVID situation, looking at the various constraints and various job opportunities who have lost across India. This initiative has been launched at free of cost in order to curb the situation and curb the unemployment on a larger scale and to help the unemployed youth to get a good job. So that is where our initiative has risen up. And this Pravasi Rozgar aims to help, across, we would like to help across the youth, across the nation to get a good employment wherein the skills are mapped as per their knowledge and requirements. So if we look at this era of this unemployment, wherein after the COVID, where most of the companies are, deploying their employment and all this stuff. So this is where the students have to come forward and learn the skills whatever are required. Where there should be a good synergy for the skill mapping, where the students are not having the proper knowledge. So there should be a synergy between a skill development and as well as the unemployment youth, wherein the skilled manpower is the power of the nation and it only fuels the nation forward. So I have been working as a South regional manager for South, wherein I am working for closely about 5 states, wherein employment is becoming a very big task for the students because they have qualifications, they have education, they have degrees, but they don't have proper right skill set which an employer is looking. So today I'm going to address few of the aspects which an employer looks from a candidate perspective because at currently I am having more than 3 lakh job opportunities with me across the South location. Yes, you heard right. I have more than 3 lakh plus opportunities with me wherein I am working across South India. At the same time, I do also have about 10 to 15 lakhs of students who have applied in our portal and who are looking for job opportunity. But we have a ratio of 1 is to 3. For every one job, 3 eligible candidates are not available because the ratio of skills what they are possessing are not up to the mark. So today, I would like to emphasize on some of the few major points. What does a recruiter look at? What does the skills that the industry is looking at? It is not that if we have studied some degree or some ITA or some qualification, you cannot assume that you will get a job opportunity. Your degree is worthless unless you have a proper skill set, what a company is looking for. So having the right skill for the right candidate and getting the right job can be much easier if you have the proper skill set, what the industry is looking at. Days are gone where the jobs are given by degrees. Today, we are in the era of 21st century, and now the employers and recruiters are looking at the passionate people and not by just going by degrees or marks. Yes, your qualification matters as an entry ticket or it's like a gate pass where you enter into an airport. If you have booked a ticket for your airport, your Aadhaar card or your government ID proof is a mandatory once you have to, even though if you book a ticket, it's a mandatory thing for you to enter inside. So similarly, your degree, whatever you're pursuing, whatever you have pursued, is a degree or a qualification, it matters to just enter into the job market. But that job, but that certificate, whatever you're possessing, is not the ultimatum to get a job. So once you enter, you have to showcase your skills, you have to showcase your talent, and then you have to map your skills to the company's requirement. That is when you can get a good job opportunity. Everyone wants a good job, but can any of us no, define a good job? What does a good job mean to us? Is it a pocket full of salary? Is it a pocket, is it a lethargy kind of job what we look at? Is it 8 to 6 job what we are looking at? Is it employee benefits what we are looking at? Is a job security what we are looking at? Each of us have jobs, and many of our relatives or friends might be working in jobs. But when the calamity, some natural calamity has come, and when this COVID has come, how many of us are in safe hands? So, what we need to address, and today, my objective or the point which I would like to bring upon or address is, as long as we are empowered with a skill, as long as we are empowered with knowledge, as long as we are having a good command and passion for what we are doing, your job will not be lost. So I would like to define what is a job. So if we think what is a job, it is an art of doing an activity. It can be anything. So I have been there into HR and recruitments since last 7 8 years. So what I could see from the students or the kind of interviews we make, we could see that a lot of the students are lacking of proper knowledge, proper communication skills, and passion towards work and development. Every student or every I don't want to blame any student as such. The institutions or the education societies are the path guiders, whoever are there. Please don't just go by books. Please don't just go by bookish knowledge. Today we are in the 21st century, so we wanted people with open knowledge. Days are gone by where the qualifications matter. Now qualification is one of the criteria, but that doesn't make much difference. I have a lot of people who have 10th class students. I have a lot of people who have intermediate degree, but who are earning 40 50,000 rupees by using just a communication. So communication is a very good, effective tool for you to communicate, whether it is a written skill or in whether it can be face to face, verbal, or it can be of anything sort. But we are facing this problem with many of the youth, wherein the communication skills are not up to the mark. So we have to understand the value of English, because English is an aspiring language. We must think why we should have English. Why not our mother tongue language? Yes, I agree with you. But since English is the most aspiring language that anyone is looking upon, and since most of the countries and most of the clients are looking for a common language, English is one of the major criteria where we have to focus our emphasis on, and wherein we should do a lot of practice in the communication, so that will help us to fetch a job opportunity. The first and foremost important point which I would like to stress and focus upon is communication, because many studies have stated that 98% of the employers are looking for good qualified English communication skills, which are most essential for any company. And they wanted to communicate in the right way to the client, because whatever jobs we are finding are either KPO, BPO jobs, or jobs in production, jobs in different varied sectors. Whatever is the sector, irrespective of whatever segment where we are working, we should have proper communication skills. Communication skills include verbal, non-verbal, writing of an email, sending other letters, or using social media. Let it be anything. So any recruiter would look whether the communication skills are up to the mark or not. And the second point which I would like to emphasize is on passion. For any job you take upon, whether irrespective of the social bias, irrespective of the kind of nature of job role which you're taking, let it be a production executive, let it be a waiter job role, let it be an executive job role, Let it be a driving job, irrespective of the whatever job you're taking upon. You should have passion and courage for what you're doing. So if you don't have interest of doing a job, so it is no matter that you cannot do justice to that company. So any company looks at the candidate whether he or she is having a proper passion to work, because they should know about the company. They should, it is not just like someone has given a job opportunity and I'm working for some 10,000 or 15,000. So you should become a role model for the company. You should become you should become a benchmark for the company. You should become a trend setter for the company. So what does a brand ambassador do? A brand ambassador endorses a brand. Similar is the case with any employee. The employee should feel proud to say that yes, I'm working for an organization, because our bread and butter is being given by someone else. So we should have a passion. So every recruiter looks at whether the candidate has a proper passion to work, whether he has the right skill set or not. A recruiter looks someone who speaks, who looks and who acts like a real ambassador for the company. That is what a skill set that a company looks upon and every recruiter looks upon. Because we get different clients, and all the clients ask us that we want someone with very curious, who has very good zeal and enthusiasm to work. So nowadays, what we could find from the students is we could find a lot of lethargy. Uh, I wanted an easy job. I should sit at the computer. I should earn minimum 25,000 to 30,000 rupees, and that office should be near to my house. This is what the youth is expecting today. The companies or the manufacturing industries or the BPOs or the KPOs cannot afford to pay rentals, and they will not come and they will not stay nearby our homes. So the students have to go. The whoever is looking for the job opportunity has to leave the comfort zone and go to the company or the premises where the companies are present. If at all, as per the wish of the students, if the company, a production unit is no inaugurated somewhere in the colony, if something goes wrong, what does it happen? It affects all the families. So companies cannot come and afford to sit nearby our homes. Companies, wherever they are existing, we should have the passion to go and excel for a job opportunity and look at the career aspect, how he or she wanted to be there in the next 5 years. What is the job role or what is the job designation that they're looking for? Today, most of the youth are asking, sir, what is the salary that you can give me? How many weekdays I have to work? This is the kind of tempo what the questions they regularly ask us. But no one asks a recruiter, sir, what would be my fate in the company? Next 5 years, where would my situation be? Where would I sit? Next, in the long-term perspective, where can I see myself? These are not the points which the youth are asking for. I'm sorry to say this, since we are into a lot of counseling and a lot of guiding a lot of lakhs of students. I feel and I say sorry to all the youth. So please be courageous, please be passionate, and nothing can stop you. It is not the degree, it is not the skill, it is not the amount or the paycheck which you get that cannot be stopped by anyone. There are people whom I have given the employment. They have started with 6,000, 7,000, and today they are earning 60 to 70,000, because the kind of commitment they're giving for the company, the kind of passion they're giving for the company, has incentives as well. So
Yeah, we are unable to hear you. I guess.
Uh, I think there is some internet issue.
He dropped out.
Okay, so meanwhile, let me remind you of the offer that we are running exclusively only for 3 days for all our viewers. So we are offering 26% off on all EON courses, that is IT and non-IT courses. So please log into our YouTube channel, Learn Online with EduBridge, to watch more videos, and visit our website www.edubridgeindia.com for more details. Okay, so here we have Aditya back.
yeah, I'm sorry, there's some technical problem
No
with
worries, no
internet glitch.
worries.
Yeah. So the factor, as I was discussing a lot of factors, because I don't want to say something which is like Tom, Dick, and Harry stories. I am just going to emphasize on those points, which would know which really a recruiter is looking upon. So, coming to the third aspect is motivation. Recruiter would be happy to have an employee on board who is very highly self-motivated, someone who doesn't need to be pushed or reminded to do some work or to remind his work. So employer looks to ensure that the job is completed on time and how it needs to be done. So that is the third point. Motivation is the main factor which the any recruiter looks upon. And competence is the other factor. Which am I audible?
Hello.
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
Yes, sorry. So teamwork, I'm talking about competence. So competence is one of the major aspects which every recruiter would look into, and have an employee who is very competent to do his job role, and which a person who can achieve certain results if clear targets are being set. So competence is what recruiter looks for every employee, and with the kind of competence the employer as well looks upon, and they give the kind of attention, the growth, the employee benefits, whatever is there will be mapped basing on the competence of the employee and however he works for the company. Next aspect is that every candidate must try to have flexibility for the work or job that they are doing. So we should not try to set boundaries for the kind of work what you're doing. So every employer, every recruiter would like to see how an employee is be flexible enough to extend his boundaries, like working hours, working days, any kind of commitments, whatever they agree for travel or anything as such, and nothing should stop him to complete the work. Like we see that most of the employees, whoever joins in a company, they just wait to see the time. Whether has a time clicked 5 p.m. So by 4 o'clock, the backpack starts. They start doing their backpack, and they by 4:45 they will be ready to quit as if they're in a marathon, and they wanted to leave the office at the earliest possible, and they wanted to leave home, they wanted to take more leaves. So what company looks at, why a company should pay an individual, why a company should pay an incentive, why a company should pay a bonus to the employee, why a company should give some dividends to its employees. Because you, whatever the you, I mean, whatever you are putting the efforts, there should be a reciprocal, more advantage to the employee, more growth for an employee, only when he or she puts more effort to the company and helps to build the company. Because employees are the pillars for any organization, and as long as they build a company, they also grow as per the company, along with the company. So apart from this, I would like to give a fifth point as teamwork. Because every individual can work, but whether you're able to work in a team or not, whether are you capable enough to do the teamwork or not, is also an important point. So every recruiter would love to recruit the people who know, or would like to recruit an employee on board who is a good team worker. So having a great team worker, a team will help to bring the motive of the company, because the short term and long term goals of the companies will be met by teamwork, and goals can be achieved very quickly, targets can be easily met, and the work environment will be happier, healthier, and it will be more positive as well. So this will help to increase the interest of the employees, and it will bring all together as a team, and this competence will help the employee as well as the company at the large scale, and this helps to boost the company's development as a whole. Next, I would like to mention about the flexibility. As I have mentioned, the timing hours are very important, and candidate must be free and able to do the work as per the requirements of the company. And most of the companies nowadays are doing pressure interviews. So the candidates, irrespective of the education qualification, the employers are looking at a perspective of problem solving. So they do give situations and ask how would you or no how would you solve the problem in certain situation, whether he or she. They might give a product and ask to sell it. So generally the students are not prepared for that question. I have come for an interview for a BPO or something, or some XYZ. Why are they asking me to sell this product? So the point or the perspective why a company is asking is they wanted to know the preparedness of the candidate. What problem solving can he or she do at a situation? How far they are capable enough to understand the situation and give the solution for the problem. That is a kind of problem solving techniques, whether the candidate is capable enough to deal with the clients, to deal with the customers, and someone who can tackle the situation properly if a situation arises. That is what a company looks at, apart from whatever the skill set I have told, whether the cognitive ability is there or not, whether if there is more stress, whether the candidate is capable enough to understand, and whether he is able to conquer the problems or not. This is what the companies look at. So eighth point or eighth factor which a company looks upon for every employee or any employer is integrity. So integrity is a major important point. Every boss would be happy to have an employee on board who has real sense of integrity. It means someone. So what is meant by integrity? Integrity means it is someone who is very honest with themselves and with others, like peers, colleagues, subordinates, superiors, and who doesn't create any problems in admitting their strengths and weaknesses as well, who is very loyal to the company and who takes all his duties onto his onto his arms and ensure that whatever truth or whatever work he is doing justice, irrespective, he should never criticize any employer and he should take it forward. That is where the integrity point is looked upon. And every student, if they possess these skills or if they try to imbibe these skills, definitely every candidate is easily employable. So I would like to give closing remarks by stating that every student is capable enough to do work. Every student requires a good skill set. It is not just the traditional education which we learn, whether it is 10th, intermediate, degree, BTech, irrespective. You must have done a BTech in CSC, computer science. That might be an outdated education. In today's education, our books, our textbooks, or whatever the bookish knowledge which you are learning, these are all outdated education. Now the education system is open now on Google. So it is up to us, each of us, to take a decision that if you wanted a good quality knowledge, if you wanted a good quality job, if you wanted a good quality profile of your lifestyle, of your career, you should opt the skills what the industry is demanding. You should opt the skills what the market is trending. You should map the skills what the industries are looking for. It is not that if you complete an education degree, the company will come and offer you a job role for you and pay a good paycheck. It is not the case. We should assess what is our capability when compared to what is market's requirements. I might have finished my lunch and I'm not hungry. And if you want to feed me two biryanis, I'll not be able to have it because I'm already finished my lunch. And I know maybe might be I can taste, but I cannot do the fulfillment. Similarly is the case with the education system now what we are seeing in India. We must have possessed a degree, but your degree doesn't suit for you to fetch a job. So that is where the skill ecosystem and the synergy with the placements happens. And this is where maybe the skill factory today, the session, the whole day session, what we are doing a marathon, or this should be taken as a good understanding and should leverage what is the requirement of the industry, what the industry is looking for, and what they are getting paid for. There are numerous number of job opportunities, right from 10,000 to crores of rupees. Let us take an example of Mr. Sundar Pichai. What is he earning? Per second, he is earning 7,000 rupees. It is the same old degree what he is also having. It is also the same IIT. There are a lot of IIT colleges as well. He is also an IITN. But what is making him difference with us? When we are not having a proper knowledge, skill set, and are earning 7,000 to 10,000 rupees per month, what makes him difference? And how he is able to earn 7,000 rupees per second? What is the differentiating factor? Where are we at? What are we looking for? What is a safe game that we are looking at by sitting in our homes and closing our cuffs and sitting in the home? Are we just trying to sit in our home and closing our boundaries and being so lethargic and being dependent on our father and mother's income? What are we at? How does the economy will develop? What are we doing to change the society? Just question yourself. Because I have also done my degrees. I have done my BBA, I have done my MBA, I have done my master's in social work, and currently I'm also doing social work now PhD as well. The major factor, because I have seen thousands of students who are not serious about their future. We are having a very bad system wherein our parents are supporting in every aspect. Let us come out of the lethargy. Let us come out of that guilty situations what we should not face in future. I seriously say this COVID must have given lesson to many of them, because we are not in any safe hands. We should take every single step to make our life better every single second. Every whatever the knowledge we gain, we should try to uplift our career perspectives, or we should learn the maximum skills, maximum knowledge, and try to best fit in the job at the earliest possible, so that I would say, or I would recommend each and everyone to upgrade your skills, because there is no limit for education. Education is a big ocean, and we are all just very tiny in that. So I would like to convey my message stating that every student must possess the skills, required skill sets, and sky is the limit. There is no limit for you. You can have unprecedented opportunities. There are wide opportunities, and each of you can reach us. And if you say that I have a skill set and I am here assisting you, that I have a job for you, I can show one is for every one candidate, I can show at least 5 to 10 job opportunities. This is the word I would like to say, because there are multiple opportunities. So I request each and everyone to take it serious, because life is an uncertainty. At the same time, we should also enjoy the life with good job opportunities and have good, better source of income for each and every individual. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for EduBridge for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.